Good morning and welcome to day 8, 6:50 in the morning. I've been up for a little bit, kind of contemplating my life, which is what I normally do in the morning, or at night, or at any part of the day, really. But tossing and turning, thinking about things that are going on in your life, often get you up. And that's a great space to get stuck in, and put off things that are important in your life, put off the gym and things like that. But life's going to continue to happen. And the place that I find that I center myself most often is the gym. Brings clarity, brings perspective, and allows me to be within my thoughts while I'm working out, or at least push them away a little bit to deal with them. So this is one of those major life events where could take you either way. So I've been living in Arizona for a little over 5 years. I think I've said before, a bit from the East Coast, the Northeast, and things aren't growing great out here. It's all right, but it just never felt like home. So I'm contemplating moving back east, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach area. And my lease isn't up till October. So I have a long time, but I'm just not happy where I'm at. And thinking about going back east. So that's something we'll talk about on and off for the next couple months while I finalize my decisions. I have a bunch of friends that live in South Carolina, and I didn't know really anyone here before I moved out here. So, I'll have to figure it out. But while I'm figuring it out, I'm still going to be working out, getting in the best shape of my life, because that's something I do for me no matter where I am. So we're going to go ahead and get up, and we're going to start our day. Just a little side note, I don't have a ton of views on these videos, and that's okay, because even if I help one person, I feel like if you gain any knowledge from my videos, just know that this is the transformation I do for myself. This is what works for me, and it can work for you. And if you feel good about yourself, then really it doesn't matter where you live, what you take on in life. Feeling good about yourself has to come first. So I do that from the gym and other spiritual things, religious things I do in my life. So always start with home base, always start with taking care of you, and the rest should fall into place. So let's go ahead and get up, make the bed right off the bat. I already brushed my teeth and took care of the morning business. So we'll just get the bed going. All right? So, again, my favorite thing, not my favorite thing, but an important thing I think to do before you leave the house in the morning is make your bed. Because at the end of the night, no matter what I deal with today, I know that when I get in this house, this is my area. And when your bed's made, you just feel better getting into it. And hopefully a better night's sleep. So we'll weigh ourselves. I did slightly weigh myself this morning. And I had actually gained a pound, back to 165. So that's going to happen. Your body's doing things even if you're not paying attention. Your body's tightening. It's doing little things, moving stuff around inside. And you're not just going to lose weight and get a better shape and then be left with an oblong body. So even though I'm not losing weight and I gained a pound, it's okay. So this says 166. Technically, I've gained 1.3 pounds. And that's okay, because I'm also wearing a t-shirt. Because we're on day 8, we won't do the body reveal until, day 14. I'll do it every week just to give you an idea of where I'm at, what I'm trying to do, and what I get done. So I'm going to throw these sweatpants on. Just cardio today, 30 minutes. And those are things you got to go do. You know what I mean? It's only a 30-minute cardio and you could put it off, but why do that? Just fall into your habit. And that's another thing about moving. Wherever I go, and when I came out here from the East Coast, I knew that it wouldn't matter, that my day, no matter what, would start the same way. Sorry, this is a boxer pull down. If you're a guy, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a chick, a woman, you may not be familiar with that, but you may have seen your guys do it. So no matter where I live, East Coast, West Coast, it's irrelevant. My day is going to start the same way, and it's going to start at the gym. My health has to come first. So we're in our sweats. We're going to get down here. Actually, before we do that, we're going to get our juice ready for the gym. I got a couple of cold ones. I'm just going to add to it. Got our Amino Energy. Bunch of different flavors for that too. It really matters what you like, you know. So we're going to go ahead and add this to the water. I'm super thirsty right now. Played the Mega Millions last night. Was hoping to win and retire, but not so lucky. You know what I mean? Got to keep working. Got to keep figuring life out. Would be a lot easier to just retire, but doesn't seem that's in the cards for me. So, to the grind we continue. So this happens to be a one of those Gatorade Zero bottles because sometimes stores don't have the 0-calorie Powerade that I'm always looking for. I've noticed that lately. Sometimes it's just a, I don't know, they just have Gatorade, or some stores just have Powerade. And one thing also that I just noticed in this video of myself, it's not springtime, it's not summertime. I don't necessarily want, even if I was in dire, really good shape, tight, I would still be wearing a sweatshirt because it's kind of like the winter is the best time to get your body right for the spring. And spring bodies, summer bodies are definitely made in the winter. So for me, it's almost like hiding it away until it's time to reveal, you know? And it's definitely not time to reveal in January, I'll tell you that. Okay, we're in business, baby. We got our headphones packed away. We got our fresh juice. It's amazing and delicious. We get down here on the floor and bang out our stretches. All right. Starts the same way every day. We're going to go ahead and pull that knee back. Get a good tight stretch. Really think about what we're going to do. Today's a super easy day. It's just 30 minutes of cardio, as I said, but that can be daunting. You could be making excuses why you don't want to do 30 minutes, why today's only going to be 15 minutes because you're going to walk a lot later. That's one thing I hate. Seems like whenever we can find an excuse, especially for fitness, we use it. So that Fitbit watch, I absolutely hate it. It's giving people a false sense that they're working out and they're just doing their normal activity. They're not doing anything more than that. So they're wondering why when they walk 10,000 steps, they don't lose any weight. Well, it also matters what you're putting in your body, what kind of food you're putting in your body. I'll show you a great quote that I leave over my sink that I always remind myself. It goes pretty much like, no matter what combination of macronutrients you eat, if you expend less than you store, I forget what it is. I'll have to look. I'm getting the terminology wrong. All right, so we're deepening into that stretch, left leg. This is nice, quick, and easy. I mean, you could elongate this and spend a little more time on it, but I'm just cardio today, so I don't want to do a half an hour stretch. I mean, you could turn this into a half an hour stretch, but for me, this is good. All right. Over on the left side. Get over here on the right side. Crack our back. Ooh, that feels good. All right. This is really like the halfway point when we do the legs here. Ease into it, into the groin area. Feels really good. And plus, when we get on the treadmill for 30 minutes, and the reason I do 30 rather than like 40 or 50 is if you start high, there's really no place for you to go. You know what I mean? So some people start, even if they're on, say, the Stairmaster, or they're walking on the treadmill at a high level. If you're walking on like 14 or 15, even though it's a great workout, there's no space to go after that. When you want to go a little more, you need to lose a little more. So I start in a good middle spot. When I'm on the treadmill, I do 5 at 3.1, and I do change it to 3.2, usually about 13 minutes into it when I have 17 minutes left. I find that my hands bump into the, the part you hold on to, because I'm walking too quick. And I'm really just walking in my pace, but a little faster. So, does feel good. This is that part right here. I can totally feel my body, if it's feeling heavy or not. Feels kind of in the middle. It'll start getting easier as I drop another 5 pounds. All right. Really get this stretch here. Great for the shoulders. Great on a day off from the gym where it's just cardio. And then don't forget about your toes. So important. So really get that stretch on your toes. I like lean into it. I don't know if you can see under there in between my legs here. I'm pushing the toes kind of like this, and then I'll put them like this, and they just feel so tight. It's just something we neglect. We may not even stretch the rest of our body. How would we even get our toes, And then you start doing your body, then you think about more parts of your body that you could be doing. All right, so toes are done. Legs are done, feel good, hop up. So let me read you this quote right here that I have over my sink. These are 2 of my dogs that passed. Always keep their memory with me. But the quote goes pretty much, no matter what combination of macronutrients you eat, if you eat more than you expend, you'll store the excess energy. So what does that mean? That means pretty much, let's say, a lot of people think just because it's healthy, they can eat a ton of it, Like, if you were to have 5 salmon salads, that would be too much, even though it's healthy. Maybe you didn't work out. Maybe you only worked out a little bit. But if you eat more than you expend, you're not going to lose any weight. That's basically what that means. Macronutrients are food and everything that comes from food. So that should help put things a little bit in perspective. For a lot of people talk to me about that. I don't understand. I eat healthy. I ate a salad last night, or they had a salad last night for dinner, but the dressing they put on the salad is 10 times worse than 5 Big Macs, or they'll have a salad with 4 sides of ranch dressing. There's a gal I know that does that, or used to do that. Just tons of ranch. And she didn't understand why she wasn't losing any weight. She was only eating salads. Just because it's salad and it's a green leafy vegetable, if the dressing, and you got to read the back of everything you eat. For instance, this gluten-free phase we're on, you could say you have celiac and you had all these problems before when you were eating bread and carbs. But some of the stuff that you buy at the store that says gluten-free is actually worse for your body than gluten. So it's almost counterproductive. These giant companies, they're just not going to pat you on the back and say, oh, you're gluten-free? Don't buy our product. They're going to think of another way to sell that product while fitting the requirements you need of it to be gluten-free by adding a ton more chemicals in it, which puts you back at square one. So always read the back of your packages. Always make sure that what you're putting in your body is the best ingredients. You wouldn't put water in your gas tank, right? That wouldn't make any sense. So always take a look. Like when you go to the pump, you always take a look, make sure what you're putting in. You can't put diesel in a regular gas car or gas in a diesel truck. It's just not going to work. Doesn't fit the application. So moving along, just take a peek outside. Just show you what I'm dealing with. Weather's not bad anymore, but it is dark and it is slightly cold. So we're going to whisper. Go ahead and take a look. All right, we're in business. Nice in the house. And bag is packed. We're gonna go downstairs, warm up the car. This is day 8, so we're starting to fall into our routine. We're breaking habits, bringing habits, making habits, and that's gonna be great because we're gonna be doing this for a long time, and we want to make sure that we set our goals and we reach the things that we put out there, if that makes sense. Doing this every day, 7 days a week for many months to go, and we're in the very beginning. In 4 months, we're going to be in a lot better shape than we're in now. And that's what it takes. One day at a time, one foot in front of the other. As I said yesterday, Rome wasn't built in a day. So let's do this together. Let's enjoy it. I can't wait to get in the car and blast my tunes, and let's take on the day. Hey, if you like what I'm doing, if you hate what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe. Let's talk about it. Let's find ways that we can get healthy inside and out this year. Till next time, like, share, subscribe. Take care of each other.